Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Medabots Metabee version. And in this episode, before we actually start, the playthrough, I want to talk about a lot of things. Actually, there's a lot of stuff that I need to mention um, about the things that I have done off camera, right? So I did all of these. Um, the Caputo is almost level 30. Um, and then the tortoise already level 59, right? So this is like a massive grind, right, in between. And then as you can see over here, the shoot, aim shot, and support is maxed already, are maxed already, or so I should say. um and then the rapid one is also almost level 30, along with the jellyfish one, right? So this one we got from Miss Nay, right, in the previous one. So how did I level up this quickly? So first thing first, there's a lot of stuff, right? The first is the um, just basically just going around this area and then until I met someone, right? And then at some point, these medals to over here, the rapid and jellyfish, are already almost level 30, right? And therefore I need to grind only tortoise. And in that case I went back to the school area. Yes, apparently you can go back to the hometown, and then I just went into school and then grind there because the opponents has only one Medabots, right? Well, here the opponents are much stronger with two Medabots each, right? So there's that. It was actually very difficult to upgrade lots of these. It took me hours, honestly. And then on top of that, I also like grinded the sub skills as well, right? There are 8 skills, and then the three of them I maxed, right? The way to max this is just to use the meta parts that specifically say shoot or aim shot or support as their skills. So yeah, there's that. So the first one is the I used two Medabots, right? Um, the original Metabee bot, Medabots, and then the second one is the custom one. So the first one I use, this one is time the right arm go up. This one speeds increase by just equipping this. So this is like passive effect, right? Um, This one will accelerate the charge, so it's basically you will move faster during battles, and that's about it. Great armor, I would say 45, power 6, but yeah, just like that. It's unusable, unfortunately, but the thing is that it's just there and it just enhance. You don't need to use it, which is great, right? And then I use submachine gun because I feel like left arm are like very much stronger compared to the right arm. So yeah, there's that. Here I use this one, the aim shot. This is to increase whoever wearing this will increase the shoot and the aim shot, right? Which is the first one that we found is the tortoise, right? Because it's maxed. It's also easier to use those because you can just switch either using arm or the head, right? And then the damage also very big, and yeah, there's that. As for the rapid one, I use shoot and support because the rapid, this one use this one, right, which will increase the speed of your ally, and then the shoot will be just from whatever thing that I use. In this case is probably this one or this one, right? And then for the second one or the custom one, I use this. This one is for either strike or berserk. This one is strike, right? and then there's also the berserk part which is the left hand. And yeah, there's that, as you can see over here as well. I started to increase this one, strike and berserk as well. um why I used the damage on the left, unless this one, right? This one I used the left for the support, right? Which is basically the same. Why I use the left arm instead of the right arm? Well, again, like I say, the left arm is usually has more damage compared to the right arm. And then the thing is that the left arm is usually slow. Like this one needs charge and radiation 26, right? Well, if we take a look at this one, what is that counterpart? This one only 20, right? 14 and 6. So this one is bad in itself. Left arm is bad in the sense that it is very slow, right? But the thing is that we use this to speed up the time needed in battle. Basically your Medabot speed increase, right? So that is not that is not a problem anymore because it got supported by the right arm. And then as for legs, um, generally, it I use it depend on the terrain. Since we are at rock and valley, um, supposedly we use this type of legs, right? Which is best when battling in rocky field and valley fields. So that's basically it. Um, but the thing is that I use this one, the smacker, because the evasion is high, so you will dodge lots of attacks most of the time, right? And then the defense is also great and the armor also great. The bad thing is that this is not suitable for that, right? But then again, we use this go up, which increase time, which increase the speed in general. So that is not really a problem. And then for this one, I guess I can actually use this one compatible, because this will be our main Medabots, right? For Kabuto or Metabee basically. There are three options, or four. One, two, three. Yeah, just three. This one armor only 15, but the evasion is 32. This one is 25, 27 evasion. This is 25, 37 um evasion. So I would say this one is better, right? Because the evasion is 37. So I'll probably use this just for now, right? And then let's use the medal first, and yeah, just like that. This is basically Kabuto, right? I know we don't get the plus plus 4 over here, but that is fine, because we're high on this, and this increases the chance, the rate of success as well. And yeah, there is that. And then as for skill, let's take a look at this. There are 8 skills, right? Strike, berserk, shoot, aim, shot, support, defend, heal, and interrupt, right? There are 8. And all of these, this one shown above is the skill, and then the second one is the attribute, right? So yeah, I kind of messed up on that in the previous episode. So yeah, there are only 8 skills with lots of attributes, basically. And yeah, first will be the. Let's take this back to whatever it was, which is this one. So let's take a look at this one, right? Shoot and aim shot. These are kind of similar, right? The color is also similar. So they will target specific medapods. Like there is a target, basically like an aim, if you want to use the parts or the skill generally. Unless the meta force, right? If you use meta parts, then most of the time you will have fixed target, right, to the attack. While for strike and berserk, it can attack anyone as long as it's closer to you, the closest basically. In battle, so there is one that is in near the base, and then there's one that is near the middle, right? Therefore, you'll attack that the last, the closest first. Yeah. Generally, strike and berserk has lots of damage compared to shoot and aim shot, but the thing is that their rate of success is kind of bad, so you will miss most of the time, right? Unless you upgrade these, which help in the rate of success as well. But generally, when you use strike or berserk, expect that you will miss a lot of time compared to shoot and aim shot. There's that. That's why I use support on this, because the support that I use, this one, right, Card Raider, support Scout, raises an ally's chance of hitting. So it will increase the rate of success of, all other meta parts. Like for instance, this one's only 12, rate of success only 12, right? But because of this, not that one, this one, it increases by 21, I would say, because the power is 21. So um basically 12 plus 21, then it becomes 33, right? And then if you use the same, if you use scout again, then it will keep increasing by 21, right, until you will be basically 100%, and you cannot miss the opponents on attacking using strike or berserk. um but yeah, other than the big damage, they also have some sort of status as well. um you know like there are also status, like this one is flow, right? So this one is like burning basically, and then there's also the one that cost bind, or the speed becomes slow, and then there's also that can stop you, like for instance, or hold basically, which stops the metabots completely for a moment. And yeah, and then the difference between shoot and aim shot. Shoot, there is no penalty generally. What about the penalty? So if you use aim shot, after you use that specific meta parts that says aim shot, you will not be able to defend yourself. So you will most certainly to get hit every time you use that, which is bad, right? Sometimes you got critical hit as well from the opponent, and it does a lot of damage to you, right? And yeah, there's that. That's M shot is usually more damage than shoot. But that's about it. And shoot, basically there's no penalty like that. After you shoot, then it's fine. Like there is, you can still evade the attacks basically. Um, and then well, strike and berserk. Um, the difference, well, I don't really think there's any difference out of them. um berserk is generally more brutal, like more like very reckless attack, right? As well as strike, but I think berserk is more damage, as well as more reckless attack. It means that the chance of success, or the rate of success is lower than strike, I think, right? But yeah, there's that, and then there's support. Like I said, there's a lot of support things. This is one of them, which raises an ally's chance of hitting, basically, or scout. The attribute. There's that, and then what else? Oh, right. What about the defense, heal, and interrupt? Unfortunately, there is not really. We haven't really found anything that use defend, heal, and interrupt. Therefore, we cannot really farm them or grind for the parts as of now. Unless when we fought Erika, she actually used defend on one of her Medabot. The second one, that caused us to game over the previous episodes, right? But we didn't get that, but it's fine. There's a lot of defense meta parts after this, I believe, as well as heal. I think we'll get introduced to heal after this, and then as for um, the interrupt itself, it's like all sorts of chaotic effects that will be introduced later on as well. So yeah, there's that. What else? All right. So, what about the NPC in this area, right? I grinded a lot. As you can see over here, when I press save, 644 wins out of 644 total. Um, we're supposed to get one loss, right? But because I repeated the whole section again, therefore, the loss is not counted basically, because because it was game over, right? Therefore we need to replay those sections. Well, I needed to replay those sections off cam anyway. So yeah, there's that. And then what about the meta parts, right? Surely I have lots of them by now. Well, yes. Let's go here and let's go here first. So if you press start, it will automatically equip the full parts of certain Medabots, right? And then yeah, this one is the Kabuto. This one we got as starter, right? And then this one is from the two-legged Medabot. This one's from school. And then this one is from the boy from the school. But here in Odoropon, we actually found lots of boy as well. And the NPC boy has two Medabots, right? This is the first one, the same as the school. And then this is the second one. The one that this is basically support which increase chance of hitting. Actually, this one kind of screwed me the most because it was partnered with this one, right? This one has this great axe, berserk grapple, right? The hammer thing. And then this one as well, strike and berserk, right? When the other metapods, when this one support increase the chance of hitting, the other one actually always attack me, and it's actually a lot of damage, and sometimes it actually killed my metapod and I have to redo again because of that. But yeah, there's that. Two of those belong to the NPC boy, and then this one is from the old woman. I would say this one is Pine. This one is Break, right? Yeah, Break, and then also Break again, and then Break, not the Pine. Aim shot, Gravity, and then shoot skill, Gravity attribute, as well as this one shoot skill, Gravity attribute, and then this one, the Smacker, is the one that I like because of the high evasion. Um, and then the next is this one I bought from the store. This one is from the girl from the school. And then this one is from the store as well that I bought. Now this one is partnered with the brick one. This one is also from the old woman. So the old woman has two Medabots. The first is this one, and the second is the break. So this one is strike and berserk again, but this one is the rate of success is very low, right? And it most likely not. I will most likely miss the attacks during off cam. So yeah, there's that. Not really a big problem. And then this one is the one that used that I like because it support and time. This one just passively increase the speed of the Medapods, right? Just by equipping it. And then this also has lots of armor as well, just like so, 45, 45. This one is from the NPC old man. So there's old woman and old man, right? This one is from the old man, and the old man has two of these. So yeah, just one type of Medabots, but two of them, right? And then the head can actually use shoot optic. This one is beam or laser basically. Well, not really laser, there is also laser later on, but yeah, basically the same thing. This one is beam, right? A beam of light basically, like the one that Sloan's Medabots. And then there's also another thing, which is this one's from 8 leg Medabots NPC. The NPC's name is 8 leg Medabot. I know that sounds like a little bit weird, right? But that NPC only has one Medabot, so it's not a big deal, honestly. Again, strike and berserk. This one is flow, right? Inflicts damage during charge or raid. But yeah, there's that. Again, low rate of success. Most likely will miss on my Medabots. And yeah, uh, there is the NPC. This one is eight leg Medabot, right? While in school there is another NPC called two leg Medabot, basically. Um, two leg.